My wife and I are actually talking about, she has a startup company with her sister, and they do like custom wedding gowns and stuff, right? And for the longest time, it was really rewarding because they're like helping people on their wedding day, and they can feel all happy. But she's like, I'm just losing like the fire for it because it's just now a business transaction, right? She's like, she mentioned coaches. She's like, I bet it's really hard, but I bet it's super rewarding because it's just constant, like life's changing, effort being rewarded and given back. So it's just cool what you guys do. Never discredit it, never take it for granted. And if you find yourself getting burned out or you don't like it, like check yourself, make it fun, make it enjoyable. And I say that because we're going to talk about some numbers today. Never make it about the numbers. It's good to know numbers. It's good to have a plan and strategy, business structure for sure. If not, you're just doing stuff, but keep it fun, make it enjoyable. Like one of my favorite things to share was some leaders. I still remember coming to Connecticut, and several of you were there, but I didn't even see Tracy. She saw me and she comes over, Mathewson, what's up? Gives me a big hug, like picks me up and a bear hug. Like it was awesome. And it's just stuff like that. You guys were so energetic and fun. Just don't lose that. That's what it's about. So now I'm off that soapbox. We'll talk Road to Elite. Unless Tracy, you got anything else you want to cover real quick?
No, I was just going to say, I feel like, I took a 1 week sabbatical off social media in December. The first time I've ever done it in 4.5 years. And it was really just a time to do like a ton of PD and a time to just really disconnect and think through my goals. And I'll talk to you about it offline, but I just did this whole thing with our team about like looking back and figuring out what it was that we did really well at, and not necessarily like doing a resolution, but having these goals that we want to go for, and being intentional and writing down what our dreams are and all that stuff. And I think that that's so key. And I'm looking here and I'm like, okay, one's on the 3-day refresh, one's doing the ultimate reset. Part of like making it fun is like continuing with your own journey, right? So I just love that this team embodies that for sure. Because if it's just a transaction all the time, we're all going to get burned out and it's never going to be fun.
Right. Well, and this is it. And I won't just do this to fluff and feathers. This is one of the best teams in the entire network.
You say that to everybody.
No, I tell everybody else they are the best. I just say you guys are.
That's good.
I mean, because Juliet, it's kind of lower the bar. I'm just kidding.
He's a wild card, yeah.
No, I mean, you don't have to believe what I say. Look at the elite. You guys are an elite team. You're going to be ranked in the top. I won't say what yet, but I have an idea. You're going to be ranked very, very high. And it's not just about ranking, but it's a direct result of the production you guys are doing and the lives you're impacting. So yeah, on paper, you're one of the best teams in this network. I think so, because I think you're hilarious and a blast. But I just think you're just getting started. I don't think any of you, including our headbanded leader up in the top left corner here, have even scratched the potential with your businesses. Like there is no reason why Amanda Musser, Elise Dosick, I probably slaughtered the pronunciation of your last name, Elise, sorry.
Oh, you got it right. Oh, perfect.
Nailed it. I knew that. But there's no reason why they won't be the next top coach. And that's not what they're pushing for per se, but there's no reason why they won't be the next million club earner or the next 10-star diamond or whatever. Like everybody on this call has that potential. One, you got to believe it. Two, you got to tap into it and just be humbly relentless in pursuing it. So what we're going to go over today is hopefully with the Road to Elite is just giving you a little more structure, direction as you guys are pushing for these vision board goals, is for these goals that you've got, which are great. But hopefully the Road to Elite can play into that and also give you some guideposts, kind of some mile markers that you're pushing for to get there in a strategic way, but also in a way that allows you to have a residually growing, sustainable foundation of your business. Last thing I ever want is for Juliet to push for 5-star elite or whatever, and then after she gets it the next week, drop that and lose it and never get it back. Like House of Cards businesses, like they're fine. Stresses me out, and it's not enjoyable. Like what's built some good commission building businesses that are sound, that they're strong, and in the headwinds they remain strong. And when we're moving and everything's groovy, like it's exponentially growing. So that's what we're going to try to do today. Okay. And I'll do it in like 20 minutes.
Well, perfect.
That's my goal. So welcome to the Road to Elite. It is recording. I see a little red flashing light. I feel like I'm on the radio again. Takes me back to the old days. I'm opening this. Juliet fell down.
Yeah.
Watching the Blair Witch Project. You will see the official live chat just popped up. Okay. There's a live chat just happened. So if there are questions, yes, Jennifer, no worries. We'll record this, but I will make it a goal to hopefully have the meat of this done for you. If there's questions as we go through this, post them here, ask them. There's no bad questions, okay? I am going to share this presentation, and Trace, I will send this to you to share with the team as you see fit. I need to share my screen. I can do hard things. All right. We're there. Can you see this presentation right now?
Yep.
Beautiful. All right. So welcome to the Road to Elite, crew. Our official chat box is open. I'll look for those questions. We're going to cover this. Again, don't feel like you have to understand everything with this. I don't expect you to, but just start to wrap your minds around how can I implement this? How can I incorporate this with the goals that I'm pushing for? The Road to Elite, guys, my opinion, helps us finally align, probably not perfectly, but pretty darn well. And it's based on the feedback from our CAB, from our roundtable members or leaders of what needs to happen for growth with leadership, but also new coaches coming in. It aligns all of our compensation plan, recognition program, the leadership ladder, and the elite and premier programs all in one. Okay, it's a nice little hybrid program, we think. We're going to cover it real quick. Okay, maybe. There we go. It advanced. Before we do that, okay, we're going to go to the end of the Road to Elite, and we're going to kind of work backwards on this. To be an elite leader, okay, it's the same as being an elite team, an elite coach. The requirements do not change from last year, okay? So there's your brief explanation of becoming an elite leader. Here's the requirements, though. Number one, you yourself need to be a 5-star diamond coach or higher for either 6 consecutive weeks anytime during the year, okay, or for 1 week in December. When you do that, you can check this one off. Okay. In addition to that rank, you need to earn 105 leadership points. You're probably wondering what leadership points are. Those are elite points. We just rebranded it. Okay. And I'll show you how you earn those points in a second because it's going to be helpful as we go on the Road to Elite here. You also need to help 2 of your personally sponsored coaches achieve the rank of diamond for the very first time. Okay, so it doesn't matter if they signed up with you in 2014 or if they signed up in 2019. As long as for the very first time they achieve diamond this year, that will count towards that one. Not if, but when all of you do that this year, you will be an elite leader. Why is it important to do that? Here's a couple of reasons. It does add credibility and validity to your business. We had 100 and, should know this off the top of my head, 24 elite coaches last year. We're on track for about 190 this year, which is great. So it does that. It gets you a ton of recognition, VIP treatment at Summit, all of our events. You get opportunities to speak at NLC and on the new National Wake Up Call, just considerations like that. You also get a bunch of customized apparel. Tracy's got her awesome race suit somewhere in the house. That jacket, okay, this guitar right there. There's just a bunch of fun recognition pieces that our elite coaches get. But the most important reason I feel, and I'll talk about some money that's involved with that as well, but if you are an elite leader, guys, you are doing the core business activities that are going to drive sustainable and substantial growth in your volume and in your team. That's my reason why I would push for it, because I want a successful business. Cool part about being an elite leader as well, when you are ranked in the top 200, which if you are elite, you will be in the top 200, unless we have like 400 elite coaches, which we could, you never know. But when you're an elite leader in the top 200, you get an extra $500 a month bonus for every month the following year that you go elite. So that's $6,000 a year on top of all the quarterly bonuses, on top of your weekly commissions checks. It's in addition. Okay, count me in. That can buy a lot of barista Barbies, okay? So, like 3 of them. Let's keep going on the Road to Elite real quick. So we're looking at the points, okay? We're going to talk about how we earn those points. Nothing changes from last year, but again, I'm going to explain this again because I think it's important as we look at team builder and team leader on the next few slides. Okay, how do we earn those points? There's 3 categories through which these come from. Who can I pick on? Amanda? I'm going to pick on Amanda. He's good at it. So Amanda, don't worry. You don't have to do a thing. But I am going to hook you up with some swag. So after this call, message me your shipping address, favorite program, and like tank top size, and I'll hook you up with something. Wow. So Amanda's our coach, okay? There's 3 ways that Amanda or any of us can earn leadership points. They are right here. The first way is this. When Amanda earns 1 leadership point for every 500 points total volume that her 2019 coach signups and any customer orders that happen for the first time this year. So if it's a customer that you signed up 2 years ago that they start ordering for the first time this year, they count here as well, right? But every time 500 points of volume is generated between those two groups of people, you get 1 leadership point. Okay, I got some head nods. Let me give you an example. Okay, so our girl Amanda right here. Okay, I just remember something I got to tell Carl. Our girl Amanda here is our coach. Let's say she signs up myself, Carl Deichler, and Bob Barker. Congratulations. That is a stellar lineup of coaches. Okay, let's say she signs us up in January and each of us order 200 points of volume. Like we each got a challenge pack and like some Energize, something else. 200 points from me, 200 points from Bob, 200 points from Carl. That's 600, right? I just heard a ding go off, so that means that was a correct answer. Okay. But because there's 600 points, that gets 1 leadership point for Amanda, right? And then that extra 100 just rolls into her next 500. Every time 500 points is generated throughout the whole year, she gets 1 leadership point. So if you're thinking about this, okay, if I can really get these first 3 months to take off with my challenge groups and get some good volume production, some acquisition with coaches, I can start earning these points pretty darn quick. Okay? Here's the second way that you can earn those leadership points. It's through Success Club. Again, this doesn't change from last year, but we're looking at Amanda again. Let's say Carl and Bob in January or whatever month, it doesn't matter. Let's say Carl goes Success Club. He earns Success Club 5. He helped 3 people, right? And Bob goes Success Club 10. Price is right with him. Everything's rolling. So 2 people in Success Club. When that happens, Amanda, as the coach, receives 1 leadership point for Bob hitting Success Club and 1 leadership point for Carl hitting it. Doesn't matter how many points, as long as they're in Success Club, that gets 2 points to Amanda. If you're thinking, crap, I have a long ways to go to get 105, here's the cool part. When Amanda goes Success Club in the same month, these points that she earned from Carl and Bob double. So she gets 4 points. Okay? If she can help this Yahoo get into Success Club as well, that's obviously 3. She hits Success Club in the same month, it's actually 6. So now you can see, all right, as I'm doing this throughout the year over the course of 12 months, for sure I can have those points. I can even have it by Summit if I wanted, right?
Yes.
Yeah, now we're talking. That's the second way you earn points. Third way is this. It's through our SC1 category. How this works, Amanda's coach, okay? Let's say she signs up in February. She gets some female power on her team. She signs up Beyonce in February, okay? If Beyonce, in her first 2 years of being a coach, 2 months, not years, that would be awesome. First 2 months of being a coach can earn 1 Success Club point. Not be official Success Club, but just 1 point. If Beyonce can help 1 person in their first 2 months, that's going to get, my watch just dinged again, that gets Amanda a leadership point. Okay, so again, that kind of encourages, all right, as you're finding people, now how can I help them find someone to get the challenge, get a challenge pack and get started? So that duplication is happening up front a little bit. Any questions in regards to the points? Pretty straightforward, I think. If there is, drop in the chat. If not, we're going to keep rolling and this will speed up a little bit. Okay, groovy. And Tracy answered the second CBCs count as a diamond. Okay. Yes. Or I don't know if you're asking that, but yes, when you guys have a second business center, if you advance that to diamond, that can count as one of your diamonds for sure.
Yeah, I'm confirming.
Oh yes, you are confirming.
Yeah,
it is confirmed. And your third business center or your fourth business center or whatever.
Right.
This slide, I don't know why it's there. Just kidding. The leadership ladder. It's going away per se with this. It's being integrated into the program. But my opinion, guys, the leadership ladder has been the best KPI or key performance indicator of your business, the health of it over the past few years that we've had. Like if you're hitting these rungs on the leadership ladder, you've got some good volume growth, you've got some sustainability in your duplication of leadership, like things are good. So that's why we've kind of infused it into the Road to Elite. And I'm going to show you how right now. So the Road to Elite is this. There's essentially 4, marks, mileposts. Someone help me with the marketing on that. Road signs, we'll say. There's 4 parts to the Road to Elite, okay? And we talked about Elite Leader already at the first of the call. So we're aiming for that and then beyond for all of our vision boards and stuff, right? But before that, how can we work towards that? What are some benchmarks that we can get to? First one is team builder. Okay. Here's how it works. Tracy gets a good yawn on me.
That's
okay?
right.
That's right.
No coffee. No coffee today.
Hey, no team, no sleep. I know how it is. So team builder, guys, you're going to see there's 4 requirements to be a team builder. Now, everyone, no matter if you're Tracy Balderock, you're Angela Kurzawa, you're Bob Barker, whoever you are, Melanie Metro, you're starting at ground zero, January 1. Everyone starts at the same place, which is great. To be a team builder, you need to do these 4 things. Number 1, and I know we're all diamonds and above here, so when you guys hold your diamond for 6 consecutive weeks, so guess what? You're already qualifying for that right now. Check that one off. You got the first requirement for team builder. And this is any time during the year. So it doesn't have to be, oh my gosh, I didn't do it the first 6 weeks, I'm out. No, anytime during the year. And one more thing to remember, these requirements, the 4 right here on the screen, and this is the same for elite leader, team leader, premier leader, you don't have to hold those at the same time. It's a checklist. So when you do one, check it off. Okay? And you can't lose it per se. Second thing you need to do with holding that diamond for 6 weeks is earn 25 leadership points. And we just talked about how Amanda with Bob and Carl did that. Okay? You need to help one of your coaches become a new emerald. So when Amanda helps Bob Barker get to emerald in February or whenever, check that one off. And it doesn't have to be a sign up from this year. It can be a coach you signed up 3 years ago that finally gets going and hits emerald. Okay? Just first time advancement. Here's the 4th one. Don't let it intimidate you, because it's not. And there's going to be a great way in the back office for you to see this weak leg volume. This is something new, and that it's important for us because we don't want people to build businesses just on a house of cards, just building for rank or recognition. It's fine to do that, like it's an honorable reason. But the last thing we want to see is someone build the 5-star and then drop, and then build and drop, build and drop. Constant pedal to the metal, like a good consecutive or consistent pace is better, and this will help with that. Okay. To be a team builder, you need to have 1,000 points of team volume on your weak leg for any 5 weeks. Okay. Now that can be your right leg or your left leg. And if it switches from week to week, that's fine. As long as whatever leg is the weak leg has a minimum of that 1,000-point average. Let me give you an example. Because you're like, wait, does that mean I have to have 1,000 points every week, like adding new? No, that is an average. So over 5 weeks, you need to average 1,000 points on that weak leg. So if 1 week on your weak leg you have 200 points, and then the next week you have 800, and then the next 3 weeks you have 0, you're fine because you've got 1,000 total. Okay.
And does that have to be consecutive 5 weeks?
Yeah. So yes, it's a consecutive 5 weeks in the sense of it's a 5-week period that you're looking at, but it's just an average. So if you got 1,000 points on week 1, Amanda, and you didn't add any volume to your weak leg the next 4, you're fine because you have that total of 1,000 over 5 weeks.
Okay.
But if you got like 200 in week 1, 200, if you got 200 every week, that's 1,000. You're still fine.
Okay.
Does that help?
Sort of, yeah. I just have to digest it a little, but
No, you're good. You're good. But that's how it is. It's not, oh my gosh, I have to add 1,000 new points every week. No, over that 5-week period, whatever your weak leg is, just has to have that 1,000 points total.
Okay.
Okay. Everybody answered it. All right. Good question. And keep asking them. Unmute. Put in the chat. That's a good one. But as we go through these different stops on the road to elite, that volume requirement is going to be there. It'll just be a different amount. Okay. But that's how it will work. It's a 5-week total. Okay. So you basically want to average 200 a week if you're doing an average. Okay. When you do this, we're going to do some fun recognition for you. Look at this cool trophy. Ooh, that looks fun. What's even cooler is how it looks in person. It's a heavy crystal trophy. When you get to Team Builder, we're going to hook you up with this little crystal cool trophy base, and we'll send it out to you as soon as you hit Team Builder. Okay, it'll say Team Builder, have the logo, all that fun stuff. Put that on your desk or glue it to your car's hood or something. I don't know. It's a great recognition piece. But you'll see you can continue to add to this trophy as we go on the road to elite. Okay, let's look at Team Leader. Okay, so team leader, the 4 requirements are there. Okay, and let me say one more thing too about that volume piece. The volume right here, the 1,000 points of team volume, most likely, guys, if you are holding a diamond for 6 weeks and you have the 25 leadership points, like we ran the numbers and like 85% of coaches that are doing that have that volume, no problem. So I don't think you're going to have to be like, oh my gosh, I got all these requirements. Now I got to go pump a bunch of volume to get that. No, it's probably happening organically with the activities you're already doing. Okay. So team leader.
Hey, Jessica, how are you?
I'm good. How are you? I'm just kidding.
Oh,
Messing with you, girly.
Hey, it's my boss. I'm on another conference call with my side gig. Hang on a minute.
I'm trying to help her out here. I can't mute her. I'm trying to help her out.
I muted her. She's good.
Okay, I was trying to help her. You got it. Okay, so team leader. So you got to be a 1-star diamond or higher for 6 consecutive weeks. Okay, anytime during the year or for 1 week in December. When you do that, by the way, in your first time 1-star, I know some of you have done this. You'll get an invitation to New Leader Conference. So that's cool because that's an exclusive event with this Yahoo, with all of our corporate execs, the super trainers. It's a really cool, intimate event. But you also are on your way to be a team leader, okay? You need to earn 50 leadership points. We talked about how Amanda did that with her coaches. And you need to help either 2 new emeralds or 1 new diamond advance for the first time, okay? Here's something cool about that. If you remember with Team Builder, you had to help 1 emerald advance. That counts towards one of your 2 on team leader. You don't have to get like 2 new ones, okay? So it's either 2 new emeralds or 1 new diamond. And the 4th requirement you'll see here, you need to have that minimum of 2,500 points of team volume on your week leg. So again, over 5 weeks, a total of 2,500. Okay? And again, that's probably happening is you are a 1-star diamond, is you have those points already. Here's what's cool about this too. When you get to team leader, if you hit that last year, you got this cool team leader backpack. We're bringing it back. So anytime anyone goes to team leader this year, you're getting hooked up with this great bag. And you're getting the next piece of my kid's favorite building block trophy. Well, the trophy, we'll send that to you. It won't say 105 points. It's going to say team leader. But you can essentially, as you earn each of these, you get this stackable crystal trophy that you can display. Kind of a cool deal.
Jeff, can I ask one question?
Yes, you can ask 3.
Okay, I will try to come up with 2, but I only have 1 right now.
Okay.
The 25 or the 50 leadership points, does that build like you had 25 from a team builder and then you've earned 25 more for a total of 50? Total
of 50, yeah. So it's not, okay, I earned 25 for team builder, now I got to earn 50 more for team leader? Right. No, a total of 50.
So could you actually be qualifying for 2 different
whatever, stops on the road to elite?
Stops on elite, exactly, at the same time? Like if you happen to have a ton of volume, but not enough leadership points, you might check off the volume for team leader?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yep. And so here's the thing, like, let's say, I'm just going to use Amanda again because I'm picking on her today and she's getting swag, so I'm going to pick on her more. So let's say Amanda is meeting the volume requirement and the rank for elite leader in February, and she does that, for the 6 consecutive weeks or whatever. She can check that off. All she needs to do for elite leader now is get the required points for elite leader, which was 105, and help the 2 new diamonds. So yeah, you can, there is a great possibility, guys, that you're not just getting these one at a time. Like you're getting it all. So good question.
Cool. Thanks.
Yeah, no worries. Okay. Is the back office changing to show week leg volume in a new format? Yes. So that's the other part to not worry about too much with this volume, guys. In your back office, there will be a tab there's just no way to do it real time. So there's so much volume all the time you can put through, but a pretty accurate portrayal of, okay, this is where my week volume's at. Have I met that requirement for team builder, for team leader? So yes.
Cool.
Jeff, can I ask something real quick?
No.
When does this start? Did it start today, yesterday, the 1st?
January 1. Yep.
Okay, great.
So yeah, if you guys are already holding diamond and above or whatever rank, like, yeah, you're already in week 1 or week 2 or whatever week we are right now.
Okay, perfect. Thanks.
Yep. No, good question. So yeah, this is January 1 through December 31st. Good. Other questions? Okay, here's the other cool part. you get to team leader. You get to add another stack. Look how fun. Like, look. Just don't let your kids throw these at each other. Okay? They're heavy. So you're now a team leader. This is cool. This is great. Here's something that's fun, guys, and this will be good for you guys to know. It's just a small piece, but also for your teams to know. A lot of times people, when they're pushing for elite or premier, like they push for it and they're like, man, I'm not going to get there. I missed it. Like they either cash it in, they kind of give up. Like, don't give up on this. You can go elite leader like in October. It's just pretty crazy to do so. But for those that are like, you know what, I'm a new coach. I want to push for team leader this year. That's my goal. I want to do that. Okay, well, I'm just going to have a kind of wonky looking 2-stack trophy. There will most likely be an opportunity, I won't say how yet because it's not finalized, that you'll be able to earn the topper for your trophy. So it still looks nice and you can top it off, okay? You can get your beach body ball, the ball topper. Imagine the marketing on that. Okay.
I'll let Juliet talk right now.
Yeah, I'm making sure she's muted.
Yes,
So
you can also hit a lead on December 31st.
yes, you can, and some people do.
Some people do.
Some people do. Some people on this call. Okay, so the other thing with team leader, you saw we add that to it. Now, the next stop on the road to elite, and then we're almost done, believe it or not. Okay, and I can't remember who had to jump off, or Jennifer had to jump off, so she didn't miss too much, but we'll get her caught up. Is premier leader. Okay, you guys have heard of being a premier coach, right? This is essentially that. There's a couple of changes I'm going to highlight for you. Now, to be a premier leader, okay, it's a pretty big deal. There's some exclusive VIP recognition that we do. You get customized apparel. You get VIP treatment at like Summit or our different events. You're looked at as a top leader. So if there's considerations for like test groups or opportunities to speak, like it's not like, yeah, you're a premier, you're definitely going to, but it just helps shine a light on you, right? Here's the requirements to do so. You need to be you just need to be a 2-star diamond or above for 6 consecutive weeks or 1 week in December. Okay, kind of the same method to the other team builder and team leader marks. But when you're a 2-star diamond, remember, you can open that second business center. So now there's 2 Juliets running around, and that can be scary for all of us. But that's an account that she can control, she can build, she can place wherever she wants. So she's really going to be a 3-star, right? You need to earn 75 leadership points. So like Alicia was, is it Alicia or Alicia? Which one?
You're unmuted.
A Money. Okay. So like A Money said.
A Money is my legal name.
So what is it? Alicia. Okay. Yeah. I know there's like 5 ways to pronounce it. So
good.
like Alicia, I don't know why I was referencing you. Like she was saying with the points here. Okay. So you need to earn 75 leadership points here. Okay. So it's not 75 new ones. It's 25 on top of the 50. That's a big difference because to be premier in the past, you had to earn 105 points just like elite.
That's right.
So it's 75 to be premier now. Here's the difference though. I don't want to get muddy the waters, but just so you're aware, there are caps on the points that you can earn from each category that we talked about with Bob Barker and Carl. You can't just earn all your points from Success Club. Like you have to get a certain amount from Success Club, from SC1, and from the volume. Okay. You need to help 1 coach get to diamond, which you may have done with a team leader, right? Because you could either help 2 new emeralds advance or 1 diamond. So great. You may check that off. And if you're a 2-star diamond, most likely you probably already have that diamond. That's a big difference because in the past you had to get 2 diamonds as well to be premier. And then you need to have 5,000 points of volume on the weak leg. Again, most coaches, if they are a 2-star and above, they have that type of pointage and a new diamond. That 5,000 it's happening. Here's what's cool. Think about this. This is where I get excited for like the commissions and payout and money. If that's your weak leg volume, okay, of 5,000, what does your strong leg look like? Okay. You think about team cycle bonus, which remember for every 2-to-1 split on your legs, you get, depending on where you're at, an $18 cycle bonus or whatever. If you have 5,000 on your weak leg and let's just say you have it doubled at 10,000. I don't know if that's the case. I mean, $18 times however many turns that is, at least 10 turns, that's an extra $200. There's probably more turns happening than that. But that, again, having that practice of getting your week leg volume solidified, it's going to increase your weekly commissions check every single week that you cycle in that volume. That's what gets me excited, because I think team cycle bonus is one of the best ways that when people say, I want to be making 1,000 a week or whatever these goals are, team cycle bonus is where you can do that. Okay. Last one. Oh, sorry. When you go Premier, look, we'll add something up. Premier. Okay. Now, elite leader, we talked about this already, so I'm not going to cover it again, but you're probably thinking, dude, you tricked us. There's a fourth requirement. I thought there was only 3. Yes, there's a fourth, but look what it is. 5,000 points of week leg volume. It's the same as Premier. So you'll just check that off. Like, it's already done.
Right.
Okay. And the best part of being an elite leader, look, you get one that says 2020 elite. It'll have your name right there, and you get your ball.
All right.
Really cool recognition piece. Okay. So that's the road to elite. Here's one more slide, and then we're done, and we'll answer questions. I'll give you a little perspective on this. This slide's cool. It just shows all the requirements. I probably print it out if this is important to you and just hang it so you can see everything. For those that are OCD and love to know all the details about elite, road to elite, this next slide's for you. A lot of times coaches always say, I want to be a top 200 team, or I want to be a top 10 team one day. I want my team to be ranked high. It's great. It adds more credibility to you. There's a lot of rewards if you're top 10. If you're top 200, you're eligible for that elite bonus of $500 a month, right? The other reason, or sorry, not the reason, but the way that you can earn more points to help your team rank higher, you can earn them through the points we talked about with Amanda's coaches, Carl and Bob and myself, right? You're generating all those leadership points. The other way you can do it is through what we call ranking points. These ranking points don't contribute to your 105 or 75 that you need for each tier on the road to elite, but they do help your rank increase. Here's how it works. One is the same as last year. When you can help one of your personally sponsored coaches advance to a star diamond rank for the first time this year. So if Amanda helps Bob Barker go 1 star in June, that's 25 ranking points for Amanda's team. When she can help Bob go 2 star, that's another 25 points. When Bob goes 3, another 25, and so on all the way to 5 star. Okay, that's how you increase your rank in the company, is through that. Now, the new way, and this is cool because I think it incentivizes and promotes that upfront coach mentorship and duplication. Anytime you help a new personally sponsored coach be a success starter in 2019, you get 25 ranking points as well. So that's a cool piece because, again, it encourages that upfront mentorship. Again, guys, there's a lot of numbers. This is all like structure, and it gives you an idea of, as you're setting these goals, where to go. But don't let those numbers control what you do. Focus on helping people get results and helping them help others get results, and all of this will kind of happen organically. If I'm looking at this, like where I'm at, I'm like, all right, I can get to team builder, and I'm going to do that by the SC trip in March. I'm going to be a team builder. And then by Summit, I'm going to be a team leader. I'm going to be a premier leader by Summit. I'm going to have that locked in and done. Whatever it is, just kind of start working backwards of, okay, where do I want to be here by what date? And what can I do to accomplish that? I'm not going to break this down, but I will show you. And I'll send these to you, Trace. You guys may have already seen it in the champions page too. There are the road to elite goal guides. Okay, you've probably seen these before.
Hmm.
We have these for the road to elite now. I will send these to you. But these can be helpful, guys, as you're planning out your month to month, as you're tracking, setting quarterly goals. It looks really robust and complicated. As you look at it, you're like, oh, wait, I know that. We just went over that. Okay, but this is just a resource if you need it. But that's what I would do. I just start from square one, start now, because these first 3, 4, 5 months, if you can get some good momentum with your points, with coaches that are contributing to this volume and these point totals, you're going to have no problem doing this by year's end and probably before that. So real quick, Angela just asked, what if someone started Success Starter in 2018, but they hit in 2019 for the final month? I'll have to check that one. I believe, Angela, that they would count. It's just as long as they become a Success Starter for the first time this year.
Kevin Shaw answered that in a live that he did in December, and he said yes, it counts. So I'm
That's
holding
awesome.
them to it. So if they hit their third month in January and they get a free ticket to Summit, you get those 25 extra points.
Gotcha.
And the same goes for rank advancements that are starting in 18 but finish in 19.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, as long as they officially are a star diamond in this year. Yep. You got it.
Cool.
You guys are smart.
Sweet. There's a lot of girls on this call qualifying right now.
I know. That's what's cool. And that's it. And look at it this way: with the Road to Elite or like elite leader guys, this will not happen overnight. It will not happen in a month or two. Like, it just won't. You've got to look at this. This is a year-long program. But yeah, you can achieve it in a few months. But if you have it in a few months, don't get discouraged. Like, it's spanned over a year for a reason.
Yeah. Well, I love the focus on the weak leg volume, because that's one thing as a team that we're going to focus on getting better at, is really understanding the logistics of how team cycle bonus works, weak leg versus strong leg, so that translates into income for the team. And doing a lot of reverse engineering. That's one of the things we're going to do in Florida for each person's goals, and go backward to say, what does that actually mean in terms of SC points or people that we're helping, you know?
Yep.
So,
Any other thoughts or questions? I mean, it's pretty straightforward, but at the same time, there's no bad questions for me. So.
No, I was just saying, I love that the changing of the premiere, because I literally had it, except I didn't have 105 points, but I had everything else, and I had it for like a long period of time. And now it kind of just clicked when you said it. I kept seeing it, and I was like, why isn't it there? And it was because of the 105 points.
Right.
So I love this change for that.
Yeah, and it again, it's not all about being an elite leader. But Premier Leader is that last step to being an elite leader. And why not hold people to the same standards as an elite leader, but why 105 points for a Premier Leader if it's supposed to be one of those stepping stools towards elite? So yeah, that was a fix directly on feedback from the coaches. So way to voice your opinions.
2 months, I'm going to be a 3-star, and you'll be seeing me more.
oh boy. Schedule those calls on a Friday.
Those will definitely be on a Friday. They'll be on a Friday at like 5 p.m. and I'm like, my family's done. No. Okay, in 2 months, challenge issued. It's recorded on video. Forever.
I know.
I
know. As I said that, I was like, all right, Elise, you're hearing this, right?
I don't know what, Han, but I will have some sort of special. I'm looking around my office, see what I got. Some sort of special reward when you do that. I don't know what.
Okay. Woo! It might even be 4-star before. And then we just gotta get that right side.
Yeah, now you're just showing off. I think you can so here's the thing. My thoughts. We all love Tracy. Well, most of us. Okay?
Yeah.
She's great. She's a great leader. She's great at this, right? I think we can all agree on that. Melanie Mitchell, Shane Fryer, Miguel Carrasco, all these leaders that have rank or they've been elite or what, you look up to them, right? They've been around the block. They do great at this. There is nothing special about Tracy. Sorry, Trace. I love you to death.
That's true.
But in the sense of there's not like this secret sauce. It's just she shows up, she has a system, and she's humbly relentless in pursuing what she wants. And she finds like-minded people to do that with. Melanie Mitchell is great. There's nothing special about her, but she's found something that works for her, and she relentlessly pursues it. But the reason I say that is because there's no reason why Angela, why Amanda, Elise, Juliet, Alicia, Jennifer, why none of you can be the next top coach. That's not necessarily your goal, but there's no reason why you can't be that, why you can't be a million club earner, why you can't have $1,000 a week coming in, whatever it is. Like, you guys are just as good as Tracy. In fact, you're probably better. I'm just kidding. But I hope you can see that. Like, your potential is there. Like, don't sell yourself short. You're good at this. Execute against that. And a year from now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now, you'll be building a legacy business. It's not only transformational, but it's transgenerational.
Yep.
Boom.
It's got to start on the day-to-day.
Love it.
Thank you.
There you have it. Any questions about anything?
I'm good. I'm ready to get off and work.
Yeah, I know, totally.
All right. Well then,
Thank you.
for myself and my friend.
And Bun.
I know. Let's go be elite. I do need to get a picture though, because I need a post for today. So you guys are going to be my post. And I actually did warn you this time, so people get mad because they're like, I looked weird. I looked wonky. Okay, well, I'm going to take it on the count of 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. You guys rock. Okay, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks, Trace, for setting this up.
Yep.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Bye.
Thank
See you
you,
guys.
Kat.